Now, again, I bet the house on the things that Philip Cory at the Financial Review ends up sort of saying, hang on, there might be something in this. And he was right, of course, about COVID inquiries and the states being let off there. He's been right about, again, cost of living observances way before the rest of the gallery was forced to do it by the polls that they then try to turn around and bury within a couple of hours. It has been hilarious, by the way, to watch the Turbo Times go from it as the #1 story today to, down the bottom, quick, up the back, no one's going to see it, right, it's over here. Well, OK, good luck. That might be fine with the people who read that thing, but in the rest of the real world, they certainly are living the problems of cost of living. But there was an article that Phil focused on, which was that the Prime Minister was a bit evasive in a question that you would have thought he could have yes or no'd. He was asked a question by a Victorian Liberal whether he could guarantee there'd be no changes to the tax treatment of the family home during his time as Prime Minister. You think this is a yes-no question, right? Well, of course, Albo finds a way to make it each way.
Can the Prime Minister guarantee that there will be no changes to the tax treatment of the family home during his period as Prime Minister?
They've run out of questions, clearly, when they ask about the family home, because that's in the that's in the drawer at the bottom. This is just absurd.
Order, members on my left.
We regard the family home, as being essential.
Now, Cory, what Philip noticed was there wasn't a no there. Now, obviously, that's not the beginning of a policy, but there's an area of wiggle room that you would have thought a smart, nimble politician would be able to shut down straight away. Instead, there's all the theatrics to keep the backbench happy, assuming that most of the gallery wouldn't pay attention. But one did, and it's a story.
Yeah, I forgive the theatrics. That's part of the parliament and the pantomime that goes on in question time. But you should have ruled it out right at the end, or he should have ruled it out right at the very end. He said there is no way we're touching this. Not that a family home is essential. The family home is sacrosanct. It is your castle, and you should be free from government interference in it. The problem is it's a massive potential tax revenue. We've seen other governments go after it in the form of, in South Australia, we've got an emergency services levy, which is a de facto land tax on residential real estate in this state. We've got councils that are basing their rates around the value of a family home. So everyone's trying to chip away at something that we hold dear in this country. And I lament the erosion of property rights through taxes. COVID, of course, was a disgrace with what happened with property rights. And it looks like this government is out of ideas, and so they're now looking how can they get extra money out of the poor punters who have been saving and buying their homes.